our first speaker for the government team. Today's motion is that the UN Security Council should eliminate the veto. And the government team strongly agrees with this motion. We have mainly four reasons, which are first, gridlock, second, interest, and the third and fourth arguments will be presented by our Deputy Prime Minister. First of all, I would like to give the definition for a veto, which is the power of one country to strike down a motion, regardless of the result of the vote. I would like to give some background on the UN Security Council. The Security Council is the United Nations principal crisis management body empowered to impose binding obligation on the UN's 193 member states to maintain peace. The Council's 5 permanent and 10 elected members meet regularly to assess threats to security. The 5 permanent members are China, France, Russia, the United Kingdom, and the United States. If any one of the 5 permanent members veto a resolution, power cannot afford to its 10 elected members. So that means the policy cannot pass. And now I would like to go on to explaining our first and second point, which is first, gridlock. Problems pop up fast, and it needs to be solved as fast as it pops up. But in this anonymity, it takes a long time, and both sides are usually stubborn because it concerns the interests of every nation. It concerns each nation. The problems as time passes may worsen, but a solution does not come out easily. And it is an efficient system that does not satisfy the society's need for the problems to be fixed. And also, while the countries are debating about which policy will pass and which policy will not pass, another problem might pop up again and again, and this might turn into a vicious cycle that cannot be fixed. No, thank you. And also, each nation has like 3 choices, so the probability of them all agreeing is very, very small because the 5 countries can choose yes, no, or not voting at all. So it gives so low probability of these kinds of policies passing, and with this kind of disadvantage to the policy, then there's small probability and it will worsen the problem. And our second argument is about the interests of countries. A country wants what they think is best for their country. It is natural. And if they decide that a policy is putting them at a disadvantage, they're surely going to use veto and not let the policy pass, which is bad because there will be lots of good policies that affect the whole world. And many countries may get disadvantaged because of countries trying to get the most interest. For example, this is an example about in the environment. So if the UN Security Council decides to lower the pollution rates, but however, countries such as China, US, with lots of pollution rates, will oppose such policy because they might be at a disadvantage. No, thank you. So such kind of policies will not actually help the world, but due to countries selfishness, or because country is wanting to have the most interest, many of the earth and many other countries are getting the harm. And so, in conclusion, we believe that the UN Security Council should eliminate the veto because of mainly 4 reasons. First, the gridlock. Second, an interest. And our third and fourth arguments will be presented by our Deputy Prime Minister. Thank you for listening.